Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Dinner in 45. This your guy, Mr. Brunch Chicago. And we're coming in. Happy New Year to everybody. We want to thank you all for chiming in with us over the past year. And I'll be 2 years soon. It'll be 2 years in March. It's been 2 years since we've been doing this. We started over in our first studio and started with the camera on the sink. And now we moved from the sink and we kind of got the studio together over there, the old studio. Now we're in the new studio and they got things together here. We're kind of moving things around. So, we're just making some advancements. As you can see, we have a new screen. So you have a new Mr. Brunch Chicago logo up top, and we have a picture of Mr. Brunch Chicago himself over here. And then we have a QR code over here, and you can go over here and you can actually scan it with your phone, and you can pick up our products and our equipment. So you can get all our products, our sauces, and rubs. Everything is on our website. That's available for sale. Click that little QR code over there, and hey, you can purchase it. And Mr. Brunch Chicago, like I said, we're going to always continue to do more innovative things. We're going to make advancements. We want to make the show better for everyone, as well as we want to make this cooking experience great for everyone. This is an educational piece. We're showing you how to make delicious meals at home. So it's not really more for the entertainment aspect of it, or it's more for the educational aspect, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to cook and they didn't learn at home. My foundation is home, in the kitchen with my mama, my grandmama, my uncles, my aunts, barbecuing with my dad. So just like my father showed me how to fix a car and change a tire, change oil, and change out alternators and drop an engine and transmission and pull an engine out and put all the vacuum lines and everything back together, he showed me how to barbecue. He showed me how to, cook some southern dishes. My father loved oxtail. He made the best oxtail stew out there. And he taught me how to do those things. So some people didn't get that, advantage, because they may have not come from a two-parent home. And they may have been in a foster care system. But, we're as adults, and we have families and kids, we want to provide our kids with some things that we didn't have. So this is, the love that we give back to the community and to the world, and showing you all how to make easy, affordable, quick, and efficient meals that the family can enjoy. So come on and rock with you today. So got some new equipment. We're making advancements, as I always said, here in the studio kitchen. And now we're rocking with the new stove and oven. Got the double oven again. And this double oven, I got a remote control. I can do working from my app, as well as I have an air fry mode on there. Yes, love it. So now we can air fry pans and pans of chicken and meat and food. And, air fry is a very healthy way of doing things, but a quick and efficient way of actually cooking. And, if you have those smaller air fryers, they heat up a lot faster than maybe like a toaster oven and some of those other items. Well, this oven air fryer, it takes no time. And the cook time is, incredibly fast. So just going to make some meals. I want y'all to check out, see what your boy Mr. Brunch Chicago doing. I'm over here on the little side over here, I pat myself on the head. And, we just doing what we're doing. And, we're making advancements, man. And, as technology change and advance, we have to move with it. So, I can't still use the same equipment my mama and grandmama used back in the day and expecting, new and innovative results. It just doesn't happen. So, I'm about to rock with you. And today, I'm going to air fry some pork chops, and I'm going to air fry chicken, and then I'm going to do a casserole, pretty much like a ravioli casserole in the air fryer. And then, up top, I got my griddle back, so it's great. I love working my griddle on my other oven and on the top range. And so I'm making some homemade sauce. I done chopped up my tomatoes, and I'm going to show you how to build a nice pasta sauce or a nice tomato sauce pretty much from scratch. So we're gonna bust that out, and hey, we're gonna rock and roll. So let's see what you got, Mr. Brunch Chicago, doing. And of course, we're using all of Mr. Brunch Chicago products. We're using the Southside Jerk. We're using the veggie rub, and a rack that we're using the chicken blend. So we're using the chicken blend seasoning. We're gonna use all of these to make our little meals today. So got a little garlic and some herbs that I'm gonna use for this pasta. So I'm gonna move that over here. So I have it ready. Of course, I always have my pan. I like to coat my stuff. So even when I season my meat, I like to coat it, with the pan. So this here, the chicken, I'm gonna actually, I'm gonna air fry that without a batter. So it'll just be skinned and seasoned. We're gonna air fry that, get that ready for you. And then with the pork chops, I'm gonna go through my buttermilk and, put it in my flour and all. So I have a flour mixture right here for my pork chops. It's right there. Y'all see that? Right there. Got a flour mixture in there. So all it is flour, and then I got a little bit of my Mr. Brunch Chicago chicken seasoning in there. Because it's an incredible poultry blend. So your chicken seasoning you can use for the pork chops, you can use for chicken and all of that. And then, I come in, and when I do the air fry, I like to add my panko breadcrumbs to it, right? Because it gives you a little bit more crispiness, because you're not going to have that fried texture. So you want a little bit more of that crispy crunch texture with the panko breadcrumbs. So, so I add that to it, and I don't whip it on up. I whip it on up just like that. I whip it on up. And that's what I do with the panko breadcrumbs. So I mix that in with my flour blend, and it gives me a nice good texture on them pork chops. So, and y'all check it out, and you get them look right there. And that panko breadcrumbs mixed in real nice with that flour. It's gonna give me that nice little crunchy texture that I want. So I'm gonna refrigerator and grab me some buttermilk. I got me some buttermilk right here. And we used to do a buttermilk egg combo, but I'm just gonna do straight buttermilk on these. Cause for every cup of buttermilk, we crack a what? There it goes, 1 and 1. Crack an egg on it. So you can see it, I'm gonna go ahead and drench this thing with the buttermilk. So I got this sitting in the buttermilk, and you want to sit in the buttermilk about 2-3 minutes, real easy like. So while I got it sitting there in the buttermilk, and my chicken, turn them boys over, and I got my leg quarters on my chicken that I'm using, right? So like I said, it's gonna be easy fry, real easy fry, and I'm coming with what I know. You know what I'm saying? So you don't all gonna come over. You don't all gonna come over here with my chicken blend on chicken. I'm gonna do Southside Jerk. So I'm gonna Southside Jerk.
Let's go, bro.
What up, B? I see you banging. Appreciate you for chiming in on the show. And we just chiming it in just like that, bro. And there it is, right there. So. And get ready. I'll be sending out my information for Black History Month. We're doing a special Soul Food Sunday Zoom cooking show with guaranteed rate insurance, mortgage, that's mortgage, not insurance, guaranteed rate mortgage. And your man, Mr. Brunch Chicago, will be showing up, going down on some soul food, and you can follow us. So it's a cook along with Mr. Brunch Chicago. It's not a walk along, watch along with Mr. Brunch Chicago. So you'll get the information, and the people that's in my email blast streams, and people who have bought my products and services, you'll definitely receive an email about it, and you can actually join us, sign up, and you can have your products delivered to you before the show. So all your sauces and rubs and ingredients you're going to need for the show, it will be delivered to you. And you can go to the store and purchase whatever you want. But we'll show you how to actually go online and make those purchases, because, with this Omicron and this, the new variant going on with this COVID, some people may not feel comfortable going to the store physically. So if you don't feel comfortable going to the store physically, We can show you how you can use your SAM app and how you can use some of the other apps, Instacart and all. You can order whatever you need, and we'll have a list of everything that you would need to participate with us in the Zoom meeting in the show for the Soul Food Sunday that's coming up in February. And I think that's going to be the last Sunday of February, February 27th or 26th, something like that. But it's the last Sunday of February. We're going to do the Soul Food Sundays. Mr. Brunch Chicago and guaranteed rate mortgage. So there's some things going on, man. You know, got some other stuff coming up too. But we always appreciate our folks' support, man, because your support over the years has gotten us where we are now, and we're greatly appreciative of it. So, you know, keep on rocking with us. So we're gonna put this on an easy pan. So I'm gonna show you, because I actually have, stands for my for most of my pans with my racks. So I actually have racks. But if you don't have a rack, I'm gonna show you how to use a makeshift rack. Okay, so take a makeshift rack, take one barbecue rack, one of your small little racks or something you might have or whatever, and just place it pretty much sideways over one of your pans, cooking sheets or whatever. You got a nice little deep cooking sheet so that the grease and all of that can drip on down when you're doing the air fryer. Okay, so you might not have one of these expensive one, you know, like the bad boy here, you know, spin over the whole thing and it expand. You got legs and stuff, so it boom, expand out and go toop, duper, you know what I'm saying? A whoop doop doop doop, and then do a whole look longer than the other. So put it on the grill or whatever, and then it has legs and stuff on there on the bottom. So they got the legs on there. So if you don't have that, I'm gonna show you how to do the homeboy way. See, the homeboy way, you just go ahead and take one of these racks like this, like the oven rack, whatever you got, slap it on top of this bad boy right here, and now you got you something you can go ahead and air fry with. Or if you just want to bake you some chicken or whatever and have the grease, you don't want the food swimming in the grease, this way you can do it and you don't have all that grease and stuff and chicken fat on your food. So we're going to place these boys right here, just like this, and I'm going to, you know me, I scoop all that, I need all that seasoning and stuff. I'm going to scoop all that stuff over there. Give me all that. I'm going to give me cracks and crevices. Leave it and put it on there and give me some of that and smash it on there and put it on there real good. Hold on, because this is your food. If you eat it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to eat this. I ain't giving this to nobody. I want all my little extra spices and herbs and stuff. Just slap it on it and just mush it on the side of it and slap it on over. And then you put it on your rack. Now, if you put it on your rack and you want to hit it again with some more seasonings, well, you surely can. Now, it's on the rack. And like I say, you want to hit this boy again, you're going to get your seasoning and sprinkle it on down, however you like. I mean, if you just want to season it on this, you can. And, you know, I like to spread, so I knock it in. I spread with that pan, that oil, they just coat that thing, you know, locks it on in. So now I got my chickens over here. And I'm gonna use the same rack and put my pork chops on there. And then all of it gonna air fry at the same time. And we're gonna knock it out. And man, I gotta show you, because this air fry, man, it heats up so fast. I mean, you know, like most of them, you know, you gotta warm it up and you get that temperature. And this thing gonna put on 400 degrees. And I put it thing on 400 degrees, man. I'm talking about 2 minutes. That thing hot, ready, it's banging out. And I get so much done cooking-wise so fast, man. I love it. But we got about enough time on these pork chops. I'm gonna let these pork chops sit in here and this buttermilk. So, you know, let these pork chops sit there real good in the buttermilk. And just let it submerge in the buttermilk. And then it'll turn good and hang on it. So then that's it. I'm just taking all the little breadcrumbs and the flour. I'm just sprinkling it over on the pork chop. That's it. I'm gonna get a nice little coat on it. And I'm gonna do the same thing after I coat this thing. You know, I'm gonna put it on the rack. And I'm just getting all the little nooks and crannies right now. Slide it over here. I'll put the rack over here. So when I put on the rack, you kind of see, you know what I'm saying, what I'm dealing with. And that's it. I lift it up like this, so all them little crafty areas that it didn't really get into, there it is. There it is. And I'm coating this one time. I'm not doing a double coat on this. You know what I'm saying? Some people like, you know, double coat, have a super extra crispy and all that extra batter and stuff on there. We're not doing that. Not doing that. So I'm gonna put that right there. And we're gonna spray that boy down. Hit it real quick on that side. Now I'll show you a secret on how to do this thing and get it really coated, super fine, without having it too extra coated. And then you can take it after you spray that oil on there. It's not like putting it back in that buttermilk. That buttermilk is gonna make it a real thick extra coat. And when you put that oil in there, you can go ahead and recoat it, and it won't be as thick. But you have a nice coat on there, and you see it. Another secret to the game, you know what I'm saying? So, and it, you know, we grew up, man, and you know, everybody had their own little preference. You know, you want your thing this way, and daddy had his thing that way. So, you know, there it is. And you see how it's like extra coated and stuff? It is. So, I'm not worried about the bottom side, because when it started cooking, that juices and greases and stuff from this pork chop, it's gonna drip down. So when it drip down, it's gonna get all of that on the other side and make that nice and moist. So we take this other pork chop, and we do the same thing. We'll drop it in there with the buttermilk and everything. And you know that I ain't even turned the oven on yet, because I'm telling you, it heat up so fast. You really don't have to, you really don't have to heat it up 15, 20 minutes. And I'm just showing you in real time that I'm gonna turn this oven on once I finish putting these pork chop and this chicken together. I'm gonna set it here on the rack, spread, and then put it in there and just hit it again real quick. And this will be nice and crispified, but you know, it's not gonna be super doughy. And you know, when you air fry, you see how I hit it and all of that stay with it. So hit them all right there, right? So I'm gonna turn this oven on, and we going over here. Bing bong, love it. Hit it to the air fryer, and I'm gonna turn it on. Right? So I'm waiting for it to preheat up, and it's gonna be preheated. Let me hit the light, turn the light on for it. And I'm like 2 minutes from now, that thing be hot and ready. And I'm talking about I'm throwing this bad boy in the oven, and it's doing her thing. Cool with it? Cool baby. So now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna work on this tomato sauce that I got going on. So man, this is gonna be really nice. So I got a nice tomato sauce that I'm gonna make, and I already have some pre-made ravioli. And you can get these raviolis from Costco, Sam's, or Jewel's, whatever. And you know, real easy meal, stuff that you want to really make for the family. And here you go. I want you to see that right there. So all of these are just tomatoes I chopped up. I just took nice and I chopped these up early. You know what I'm saying? So I just chopped up these tomatoes and stuff, and you know, there it is right there. So chopped up the tomatoes nice and chopped up for you. I'm gonna put them on here. I'm put them on high heat so this thing can go. And this thing, she light them up quick. And then I got some good old fresh asparagus over here. So I got my asparagus sitting up in water. So most of the time when you go to the store, you should see your asparagus in a trough with a little water on the bottom. They're all sitting up with the rubber bands on. So this is how they're meant to, because it's meant for the asparagus to, actually be in water and to stand up like this. And then all we're gonna do is just break the tips on. So, we'll break the tips off of the asparagus, make that real easy peasy, and then grab me break my tips. And when I start letting that heat up, I'm just breaking tips for these asparagus. That's it.
Fresh.
I mean, you hear them. It's pop. And that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to pop. Real easy and peasy for you. Shouldn't be hard at all. I'm going to stay down towards the bottom corner of it where, it's submerged in the water. So you don't want to really break the part that's not submerged in water, but you want to get the parts that's pretty much submerged in water, and it's going to pop even quicker. And
someone just asked a question: what seasoning did you use?
And
it said what type of air fryer? So for the chicken.
So the chicken, the oven is an air fryer. So this is a new oven. This is a which one is it? This is a GE Profile 3000. So if you watch my show, you know I always use 3000. I mean, that's something new. So this GE Profile 3000, and it comes with a lower oven air fryer, which gives you 3 racks that you can actually air fry food all at the same time. So I can have 3 pans of food air frying at the same time on 3 different racks. So it's great. So you're cooking for a lot of people or whatever, it just makes that job so much easier. You making pizza and stuff like that. I mean, I tell you, it takes about more than a quarter of the time away when you're cooking stuff like that. I mean, it's cut my time down tremendously, and I just love it. I get in there and just knock it out. So the season that I use for the chicken is my Southside jerk, and here it is. It's the original. This is the flagship Southside jerk. So use the Southside jerk. That's the original flagship. Ooh, I smell the flavors. Smell the flavors. And then for the pork chops, and I didn't sprinkle them on it yet. For the pork chop, what I'm gonna do is right on top, and I'll come back so y'all can see it. Let me break these last pieces of asparagus off, put them back in the water, and you can see it. So, and most of the time when you're frying chicken, you're frying food, you wanna pretty much, season the flour, which I've already seasoned the flour for the pork chops. So the flour was already pre-seasoned, but the season that I used was my Mr. Brunch Chicago chicken blend rub. That's what I use. And like I say, you want some more extra flavors on there, you just sprinkle it on top of that bad boy, or you can throw it in up. Hit it with the pan coat, and shoo, there it is right there. And you see the herbs and spices all on that thing right there. And you're gonna taste that after it deep fried, and it just makes things very easy for you. Very easy. So when my camera going over here, and I got this sauce getting nice and hot, and I got nice little chunks of tomatoes in here. Make that real easy. I'm gonna turn over these chops. I'm gonna turn these over so you kind of see what I'm talking about. On both sides. And then you hit a little bit with the seasoning. I'm turning back over. And that's just added. Because like I said, I already add the season to the flour. And then, if you just really want your stuff to stand out, have a little kick on it while it's cooking, you just sprinkle a little season on top of it before she hit the before you put them in the oven. And man, you talking about flavors. Woo.
That Facebook user said, come through with the tip, chef.
So, you know, we coming on with it. And look, I'm going to tell you, this air fryer hot already. That thing on fire. It's like, boom, I told you, take no time to warm up. So, I'm about to throw these boys in here right now. I'm going to give you 15 minutes on these. I'm going to check with 15, but it should take no longer 15 minutes. Max 20. And then I'll hit the timer right here. And, in fact, I'm going to do 18 minutes. 18 minutes, boom, and let them go. I ain't got to worry about it because it's going to tell me when she's ready. And all this spaghetti. Ooh. And I want that salt bubbling because, you know, I'm going to add these extra ingredients to it. So, you know, to make this real easy peasy, you know, I'm going to come with some minced garlic. All you need is a good tablespoon. That's all we're going to come on with. It's more than a regular tablespoon. It's a grown man tablespoon. But we hit it with the grown man tablespoon. That's all you need, right? We hit it with that grown man tablespoon. And then I already got some little garlic and herb stuff blend, you know, that I already mixed up. And all that's in this bag is garlic, oregano, basil, and a little hint of Parmesan. Give it that Italian. And look at it, you see how it's changing color and everything. That's it. Come with that sauce. It's real homegrown. It's real homegrown. It ain't super red and all that. I ain't put the paste in it yet. I'm gonna put the paste in it. Don't get me wrong, because I want to get it thick. So I got some paste for it. Oh, bear with me. That skin too well. All right, so go with the fresh one. I had a half can. Can't find it. Just pop off with a new one. Take the little paste, you know, and get your tomato paste. I had some left over in the bag, but I didn't. So now take me a new thing, a tomato paste. And it don't matter what type of paste you get, because it's just spaghetti paste. That's it. Tomato paste. And I got this thing tied up right now. And I'm gonna scoop this thing out. Half of this can. That's all I need, about a good half can worth. If I need more, I add more. But the flavors is popping. You know what I'm saying? Flavors are coming out, they're popping all over the place. All we're doing is going here, there it is right there. Bringing that boil together, letting it boil, and boom, there she go. Flavors are popping off. It's getting thick. So I go grab me some Parmesan cheese. And add a little bit more Parmesan cheese to it. And guess what? Parmesan gonna make it a little thick too. It's gonna help to thicken it up some, the sauce. But it's gonna give it some incredible flavor. So, and you see it getting thicker. This thing is hot, so I ain't running around here trying to, you know, you're gonna get the hits of it. You don't see it now, you see it later. It's getting thicker. And that's what I'm looking for. That type of consistency there. See? Nice, thick, with the paste, with the sauce. And I'm gonna take that fire down. I'm gonna take that fire down to like a medium heat. And it's about a medium high. Got on there. I got pretty much everything together the way that I want. And we're gonna bang this thing out casserole style, okay? So, get my casserole dish. And these are already pre-made raviolis. Pre-made. You like I say, you can get them from Sam, you can get them from Costco, you can get them from Jewel's, you can get them from Aldi. They have them already pre-made. They feel the way you want. So these are filled with lobster meat. So these are raviolis filled with lobster meat. And on a boil, it only takes about 8 minutes to boil these things and have them ready. And all you have to do is put a sauce on top of it. But I'm gonna add this sauce on top, and then I'm gonna throw this mozzarella cheese on it and throw it in the air fryer because I got like 13 minutes left. So I'm gonna throw it in there with what I already have with the pork chop and stuff, and I'm gonna let it hit it for another 10 minutes. Boom. So then, I'm come over here. Man, that thing hot. Here's my glove. Man, that thing hot, man. That thing ain't playing with me. Get the glove. That thing ain't playing with me. And that's it. I'm coming over here with nice hot sauce, fresh tomatoes, all my little herbs and spices. And like I say, all I did, I used some nice minced garlic, and then I had some seasonings with oregano, basil, garlic, and Parmesan. That's what I use. So pouring this over here so that it gets down, get all up in that sauce and them noodles. So get down them noodles, this hot sauce, and start cooking these noodles. I mean, not the noodles, this ravioli. So right now, the noodles are getting in here, and they're cooking that ravioli. Nice and hot. Throw a little layer on top. Got it mixed in nice and good. Right? And these are little meals, like I say, you make for you and your family. You got time, you make this for you and your baby. You know, so you can just make the pasta, the raviolis with your sauce, and you can use Prego and whatever sauce or whatever you have. I just have some extra tomatoes around. I was like, look, I don't think I'm gonna use these tomatoes before the end of the week, so let me go ahead and chop these bad boys up and make a little sauce and whoop that here. You always got to have a drink quick thirst on. So now throw some cheese on top of these boys, and I got a minute. I'll throw the cheese on here, and that's all I need is a good 10 minutes in the air fryer. And that thing is ready. That thing is ready. And you know, if you season your chicken or your pork chops, and you know, some people like to use sea salt and all of that. I'm not a big fan of salt because I got away from the high sodium. So I pretty much try to use no sodium-based seasonings. But you can make you a nice little, you know, chicken blend. And poultry blend is nothing but rosemary, thyme, and basil. That's it. That's your poultry blend. So that's the foundation. You're doing anything with poultry and chicken or whatever, fish and all that. So you use that and you build from there. You know, add that whatever else you like, and you know, you can season your chicken, bake it with it, fry it, whatever. This is, you know, the same season you use to bake the chicken, same, you know, season blend you can use to fry it. And just use equal portions. You know, if you're gonna use a quarter cup, then use a quarter cup of everything. You know, if you're gonna add salt, that's the thing you're gonna use a decent amount. So use a quarter cup of everything else. You use a tablespoon, a teaspoon of salt, and you know, but you use pretty much an equal amount of everything else. So put it bad boy down here, and look here. I'm looking at them pork chops, that chicken, and man, they're cooking all right. So for the next 9 minutes or so, and it might be longer. Don't get me wrong. I put on that for the 18 minutes, so we'll knock that out. And then now I just come up top, and I'm turning the griddle on.
Somebody called you Big C. Said it's Kendall.
Who?
Said it's Big C. It's Kendall.
Kendall?
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Kendall? What's up, boy? Yeah, so, you know, one of my boys from the neighborhood over the way. And so now I got my griddle going right here. We're going to pop that off. I'm putting asparagus on there. And asparagus, we're going to use this veggie rub. So that's all I'm using, man. I'm sprinkling that thing down right here with the veggie rub. And that's what we're going to go with. It's nice and hot. Once this thing get hot and ready, then bam, we're going to pop it off. So I got my thermometer right here, and I just want to hit it and let me know, okay, I'm like at 130 degrees. So I get this thing about 250, close to 300. Then I go ahead and throw that asparagus on there, season it, and it's not going to take long for that asparagus to actually, you know, cook up. So take a little time. Yeah, so put all of that together. There you go. See that right there? And then already rinse my asparagus off. Y'all saw me pop the tips or the bottoms off of them. So we pop the bottoms off of there. Wait for this to come up to the right temperature. And it's getting there, like at 180, still climbing, still rising. So, you know, let it rise. And it doesn't take long. And what we want to do with that asparagus, man, you don't want to overcook it because you still want it crisp. So, you know, when you cook that asparagus, they come out of that boy, you still want that boy to come out nice and crisp, have a nice little pop on it. So, and I mean, you definitely want that pop on that asparagus. And I'm just around looking at it. I can see the pork chop, man, and that coat on there. I'm telling you, man, air fried, nice and right. So when that pork chop come out, it be like, man, it look like real fried pork chop. You know what I'm saying? And it's nice and healthy. You don't have all that grease, you know, and it's air fried, and then you got all of the fat and everything about it there. I'm talking about some good food, man. So, you know, that's what you need. That's what we're looking for. I'm at 225, so it's 225 and rising. And we'll be there in a minute. And then, you know, if you don't have a thermometer like that, you always, you know, take a little water and see it just slowly bubbling. You want that water to hit it, and when then, you know, when you get that, that's when you know it's at that right searing heat. Because that's what you want to sear it in. You want to sear all of that heat and stuff in. And lock all that, the flavors and stuff out. So, so that's my alarm. I'm going off. So it's 6 o'clock. So we got a lot of stuff set up here at home, and you know, I'm just gonna be open with you all. You know, I mean, that's one of the reasons we're not out in the streets, not out in no club, not out in no venues doing anything. I have an at-risk mom here at home with us, so y'all hearing these beep beeps or these alarms going on. Well, you know, I can be here for mom to get her 6 o'clock pills and you know her morning pills and all of her stuff she needs, you know, throughout the course of the day. And that's our life, man. You know, that's our life. You know, we're taking care of an elderly parent, and you got to make sacrifices. You can't be in the streets every day. You can't be out here hanging out because a lot of people don't have responsibility. Either your parents are taking care of themselves, or you know, your parents aren't here, or you don't know your parents, so you don't have a responsibility. So for us, we're raising a child again. pretty much. So we're going to the state like, you know, a baby, because that's what we go to once a man, twice a child. And, you know, raising, you know, taking care of your parent like a child, you know, so that's the lifestyle that, you know, that I'm living now. So, and a lot of people, oh man, I don't see y'all no more, man, you do no more podcasts. Well, you know, I have to be mindful for other people. I'm making sacrifices for other people because that's what my dad did. That's how I was raised. You know, I was raised, you know, man, you take care of your family, you make sacrifices for your family, you do all the stuff around the house that a man's supposed to do, and, you know, do what you got to do financially and everything else. And yeah, everybody else to have whatever, but you didn't want to sacrifice for everybody else in the household and your family. And that's how I was raised. You know, some cats, you know, they weren't raised that way. And I don't blame them or their parents or whatever. We just raised differently. So, you know, to each his own. But, you know, here, this is what we do. You know, we don't have everyone over here to the house. We're not going to everybody's house. And we're just being safe, man. And if a person has a problem with it, oh well. Like, I really care. But, you know, I'm just going to, you know, take care of mine. So you take care of yours and, you know, do it the way you need to. I'm going to do what we need to do over here. You know, because I already choose what day, this day and the day before and tomorrow, you know, who I'm going to serve. So by me serving God, take care of my family first. Not the streets, not the clubs, not the bar, not the discotheques, not the pods, not the festivals and all of that. Family first, bro. So that's where it's at. So this is where I'm at with it. So, you know, just had to give you full disclosure, man. You heard that a long ago? I give mama pills. We got this asparagus going on here. And put this thing on here nice and right and tight. And it's going to be great because it's going to turn a real beautiful, robust green, you know, when it pretty much starts searing and getting ready on the other side. So, you know, that's all cool. And like I said, it's homegrown. This ain't leaving the house. So, you know, I put my fingers all on it. All right, so that's the indication to let me know that I got a minute left on what's in that air fryer. And I'm putting this on here, and now I'm going to sprinkle this seasoning, just like this. And that's the veggie rub. It's going to give it all this flavor. And you can just scan that code, man, if you want to get you some veggie rub, you want to get you some Southside jerk, mango, whatever, I got it for you. Bam. I'll let that hit. And then when I turn them over, woo, and the flavor's popping off already. The flavor just phew, 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 phew. We'll get ready to grab this other stuff here in the oven. So my alarm just went on. And let me see what it's looking like. Ooh, woo. Y'all thought I was playing. Y'all thought I was playing when I said what did air fryer do. Look at that. That was 18 minutes, y'all. 18 minutes. It's getting at 45, 18 minutes. Them crispy fried, golden fried chicken. That baked chicken on the side right there. And you got you some what? Some air fried pork chops. I got this casserole in here. It's still in here bubbling and bubbling. Cheese on milk on there. I just want y'all to see this chicken and these pork chops. You see how that get a little extra burnt area right over there? That show you where the air fryer cooking extra crispy and it's cooking all the way around, got that thing going. But I'm gonna put the thing in here just a little longer. Yeah, that's just me. I think I got a little more time on the show because it started almost.
43 minutes in. 43 minutes.
I'm 43 minutes in, y'all. I'm 43 minutes in. So I'm gonna set this in. And then when I get 45-minute marker, when the asparagus come on, I'm bringing everything up out of the oven. I'm putting everything together. We're going to plate it. We're going to stick a finger in the cap and call it macaroni. We're going to plate this thing. And I'm going to turn the thing over just like that. Look at that. See how green that thing got? I turn it over. Look at that extra green. Yeah. The real bright green right there. Get little sear lines on there. Extra green. Get a nice little sear mark. Get a nice little extra green right there. And like I say, you want this thing crisp. You know, when you eat it, you still want to have crunch on it. So you don't want to overcook. When it's limp, you don't cook. You want no limp asparagus. But I mean, you know, you cook too long. You want the thing still have like a little crunch on it. Okay? And I'm just turn them over. Turn them over one by one. Real easy. So y'all see. You see the difference in the color. So you see a mark, you see the color. Color change on it. Look at it. Look at it. Look like that. Give me a little time. I'm stuff in the oven. They eat up a little bit more. Cook a little bit more. You can turn them over. You can roll them over. Roll it over. I'm on the way of the camera. I'm doing the first time. Then, slide them over. Turn. Slide it over. Turn. Slide it over. Let it go. Slide it down a bit. There you go. So get a little bit more heat. There it is. Gonna let that heat up just like that. Bring them again. Throw some little seasoning on there. So you got a nice representation on both sides of that thing. Boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. Just like that. Woo! There it is. Lock it in. There it is. Lock it in. So, good representation of that right there. And asparagus. By the time that finishes cooking, then I'm going to pop this thing on out of here. And we'll put it together. I just turn that heat up a little higher. And right there, 355, 335. So, got it right there. Let it finish cooking on the other side. We're just about done and ready. So I got all my other stuff in there. Woo! Looks so beautiful, don't you agree? We're gonna do this chicken. And there we go, baby. We're gonna pull this out. Put this chicken on this chicken on the plate. We're gonna get this little casserole out here. Woo! Look at that thing right there. It's sizzling. And cheese start brown just a little bit. All I want that cheese to do is just pretty much melt. That's it. I want the cheese to melt. grab the piece of chicken right here, the little thigh right here. And grab it right there. And sit it right there. Sit it right there. And grab that. And then the pork chop belongs to somebody else, right? So I'm gonna come on back here. These raviolis. Ooh, wee, woo. You go on top right here. Put the cheese on it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get that off. Look. Got that there. And then I'm gonna come pull these bad boys right off the griddle. And these boys right in the middle. Right there. Now this all the rest of these boys in the middle. Yeah, just like that. Bam. Come on the plate. Done, baby. Dum did it. Dum did it. And add the salsa there. There you go, man. And then the 45. That's some air fried chicken right there. And you got you some asparagus. And you got some raviolis. And and I'll let you see it. But that's them pork chop right there. Look at that. Look at that pork chop right there. Look at that. So them herbs and spices on that. Air fried pork chop, herbs and spices. Doing the thing like now another. No grease. Nice and crispy clean. There it is. So I'm gonna grab me a fork and just get a little something. I'm gonna grab on some of the raviolis right here. With the cheese, get some with the cheese on it.
Put some cheese on it.
Put some cheese on it, baby. So y'all can kind of see, work with. I know it's hot, but this came up out the oven. And you know what? I messed up because I like my food hot like this. Man, I do it. Italian flavor on that sauce. And so delicious. The asparagus, I'm grabbing on fire. That's something nice and right.
The veggie rub.
Veggie rub. This chicken is juicy. You hear me? When I'm talking about juicy, look at the juices popping up out of this chicken. Look at the juices. You see them juices? See how juicy the thing here? Juicy got them crazy, bro. Juicy got them crazy.
Marissa Lee said, I want some of your raviolis around here. I want the whole dinner.
Juicy got them crazy. Man, this outside jerk. This air fryer lock and all the juices. Look, you see how juicified this thing is? Look at the plate, man. Them juices. Juices all in the thing. You got juices. That's it. Look at all them juices right there. That juice just came from right here in the chicken. Man, look at it. So, you got the one regular air fryer. Go ahead and get the air fryer. Pop that thing on. And, you know, get a little griddle. Get some grilled pepper. Now hear that crunch is making? That's what you want to asparagus. You want a nice crispy crunch. You see how thing stand straight up? That's how you want. Man, Mr. Brunch Chicago. You got the only man. I ain't gonna lie. And it's just something quick and easy for you and the family. Ain't been a whole hour. And that's it. That's an hour. Then 45. You eat. Until the next time we come on the show, look forward and look out for my e-blast and social media posts and everything else about Soul Food Sunday. You can come on in there and cook with me at home. Brought to you by Guaranteed Rate Mortgage. You gotta check it out and make sure you go down there and you scan the QR code right over there. Scan that QR code over there. Scan the QR, go scan it, and you can get all your products. You get the Southside jerk sauce, the rub, the mango, and everything else. You get all the products right over there. MissBrunchChicago.com/shop. Go ahead and do it. I'm doing some new things. See your boy over there, and I'm just thanking God for you. That's why I'm giving it to you like that. Hey, thank you again for chiming in, for following us. And hey, until next time, God bless. Happy New Year and prosperity, everybody. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. I want to see you when it get warm, so stay safe now. Love you. Take care. I'm out.